Whispers for Daddy. It's a terrible clap.
Go for it.
Are we recording right now?
Bring us in. Bring us in, Beth.
I'm sorry, he said start, and I can't stop staring
I'm not used to
at
being so on the
Michael's
spot right
fucking
now.
socks right now. Why the hell do you wear those?
Oh my god.
You spend all
so
day.
Wait, I need to
putting
redo
your
the clap. I
socks
can't.
back
I
on.
can't.
I'm
I got
sorry.
nervous. I got stage fright.
No, that's fine. It's just for syncing audio.
Okay.
That's literally all the clap is for.
This
Okay.
is the most chaotic
Oh my
intro
God.
we've ever had in the entire Whispers
Okay.
podcast.
Welcome back, babies. You got Whispers for Daddy here. We kicked out all the boys today, and so Mommy and gang are gonna get real deep today.
How deep are we going to go, Beth?
Real deep.
Real deep?
We're gonna get
Where it's going to make it hurt?
we're gonna get emotionally raw. We're gonna get right down to it.
The dirty?
Cause you wanna know what? Men ain't shit.
Men ain't shit.
Preach.
Preach to the choir.
We have some new faces joining us today. Ladies, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Go ahead, Tatum.
Hi, I'm Tatum. I'm the youngin' here. Yeah.
The baby.
Yeah, I'm the baby.
baby.
And I am Erienne. I am the second baby.
I am
The second bye.
Why are you copying me?
just a second baby.
Stop.
Oh. This is why we don't have an all-girls podcast, I think. We're all
It's all
getting
good.
snippy with each other.
This is why you shouldn't have
girls are
cousins on the
fighting.
podcast.
Yeah, instead of what the girls are fighting. Yeah, the girls are fighting.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
It's all good.
I said at least one episode. I said it a few times.
Dude, it's
This
every
season.
episode.
Every
Probably.
episode this season, I feel.
I mean,
Anyway.
we get real spicy every episode with some sort of like tangent. It's fine. I think we were talking about how like I go off on everybody like at least once an episode, and it's all good. It's tradition. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of me.
Good.
God forbid it's not me this episode. I
It will be
will
eventually.
cry.
Don't worry. I'll be gentle.
That fan
She's a
going
liar.
Fast as fuck.
So, men ain't shit, you guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
Men
they
ain't
aren't.
shit.
I can
What
tell
was
you-
the where do you want to roll off with?
I don't know. So we've got like a bunch of different like girl talk conversations that we have prepared for today.
Several.
I'm not normally
conversations
I'm
of
not
topic.
normally good at homework or anything like that, but like for this, like we were talking about everything, and I was so excited. Oh,
This is gonna be a good one.
So we're just gonna dive right in. We're just gonna steamroll right in. We're not gonna ease in.
Steamroll on
So you guys,
That's not what I think about when I think about steamroll.
Literally.
oh my god. I feel like maybe we should start off on like a fun note. We did some homework. Can we
Oh.
link? Can we link our little quizzy dude? Okay, so our link is going to be in the description today for the quiz if you guys would like to follow along at home. We're going to talk about love languages.
Does everybody know what the love
Do you
language
guys know what your love languages
Yeah.
are? Do you the
Yeah.
know like
I was very surprised by
about
mine,
the whole love
actually.
language thing?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
sorry.
heard of it. I just didn't know what mine was until I took that quiz, apparently.
Gotcha.
But I don't know how I feel about the
I'm
quiz.
not gonna lie, my phone's charging.
That's okay. Do you remember what your results were?
Do you
At least
really
the
think I
top
remember
one.
what my
I
phone
feel like
is?
we're on
no,
we're on
I didn't
Dr.
ask you
Beth.
where your phone was. This is Dr. Beth. Listen.
I feel like you're
This
staring.
is my moment that I've been waiting for my
So
whole life.
I
Brie.
took the quiz, and
I feel like you're staring
it
right
does
into my
like
soul.
the percentages,
Yeah.
right? And mine was like just a little bit of everything. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it said that I think was like what quality time, I think, or whatever.
Yeah.
Quality
first.
time.
Okay.
And then, but I'm just like, I think I'm just a hot mess. I think I just need all of it at this point, except for the gifts. My gifts was literally 0.
Mine was
Same.
Mine
I'm
was
like,
one.
can you just be honest and give me some damn love?
Just
Touche.
love me.
Well, okay, so there are 5 different love languages. What are they all?
So the 5 love languages
That's the
are
first thing.
physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, and
Gift giving.
Gift giving.
giving.
There we go. Okay.
Mine, I've always consistently had this. It's been this way my whole adult life. Mine are quality time, and then a very close second is physical touch. And it's not like, let's just clarify right now, 'cause physical touch is not necessarily like a sexual thing. It's the non-sexual, like the physical
You're
connection.
talking
The
to
like,
a needy bitch right
hey,
here. I know
like-
what you're talking about.
Yeah, just like
yeah, it's not anything sexual. It's
no,
just the.
No.
it's just like what fills your cup
Warm-
and what makes your heart feel full.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100% because that mine was physical touch as well. That was my
Yeah.
top, and then my quality time, and what's the other one? Words of affirmation, we're at a tie for the same exact percentage, and gift giving is completely
Was
zero.
that for the first place or the second place?
What do you mean?
Like,
What
the,
was first?
the tie for first place? Like the first, like,
So
highest?
this was this. So my physical touch was 30%, and then my what's this one? Oh shit, that's a screenshot. Words of affirmation was second, and then I don't know what the other one is.
Is it the bell?
Yeah, it's
That's
the bell.
active service.
That's
Active
active service.
No.
No, so your
The
third
time, quality time.
quality time. Yeah, the clock.
There we go. That's what I needed.
So my quality time was 33%. My physical touch
Mine
was
too.
30%, and then the other three just kind of like dramatically dipped.
Can I just say, ours were the exact same.
Really?
Yes.
Weird.
That's weird.
Yes.
Same.
Was
And then
32.
32.
Gift
Mm.
giving was like 1%.
Interesting.
What do you-
Mine was I had 33% for physical touch, and
Yeah.
then my second was 23 with acts of service, and I think that's another one that I give out a lot.
Yeah.
I am a acts of service bitch. If
Yeah.
I'm anything.
Acts of service.
I like it.
What
Yeah,
about you,
on
Tatum?
that line of thought. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Hold
Oh,
on, we didn't talk
Sorry.
about Tatum
I'm
yet.
just getting excited.
so I have mine pulled up. Mine is 37% physical touch, 30% quality time. Sorry, and then like the rest just dropped down to 20. I think I have the highest one for acts. Acts of service was 10, and then gift giving was 20%, and then of course, words of affirmation was only 3%.
Okay, but
so he
that's
doesn't have to be nice. He doesn't have to tell me I look pretty. He just has to touch me.
so that's
apparently.
one thing I read you want to say. That's one thing I want to say though, is that like even if you take this quiz, like this can always change depending on like what the scenario is you're dealing with right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%. Like you could be with somebody, like let's just say that clearly I'm single, but like if I was with somebody else and they showed me these qualities and I enjoy those qualities, but it's not what I originally had on here, it's just it's different.
Right. Like
It's gonna
all
change.
circumstantial. Like it's all gonna depend on like that relationship that you have with that
Right.
person, and like how you're interacting, like the different phases of life that you're going through with everybody and everything. And so like you could be like in like your honeymoon phase or whatever, and it could be like your physical touch and your quality time because you're still like so obsessed with each other and so like goo goo gaga, like oh my god, I just like want to be around you all the time and I'm obsessed. But then you get through these like hard times and everything, and you need that affirmation of like, hey, like I'm proud of you, I'm really excited about what you're doing, keep at it, you got this. And like that could be what you need at that time because life can get really hard.
100%. And I will say, because you mentioned something about, no, it was Erienne that mentioned something about that's what you give. What did
Yeah.
you say you get?
I am an acts of service person.
Okay.
Or gift giving. That's my other
I'm a
second.
very big gift giver.
So my acts of service, I understand exactly why, is because I'm a very independent person, and if I can't do it, I'm not expecting someone else to do it. I'm doing it for myself, so I know that's the reason why that's that. But physical touch is, yeah, I like physical touch. And just
I literally, you could tell me your favorite color or your favorite candy, and if I even just like you, I will be at the store and be like, oh, their favorite candy is Starburst, and I'll just like buy 4 of them and be like, well, I was at the store and I saw it and it made me think of you, so I just bought it for you. I'm that
Right.
kind of person.
I can be that way. It just depends on the scenario, I guess. But yeah, what about you, Melissa? You haven't really talked much. You just sitting there blowing up on the couch over there. Dr. Snooze is what
Melissa,
your new
what
name
love
is.
language do you give?
So mine.
Oh my god. Dumb
Sorry, I
pussy.
fucked it up.
Don't laugh.
I done fucked it up.
Mine was 33% for quality time, and then 30% for physical touch. But I feel like, honestly, I do like quality time a lot. Like, I like being around. Excuse me, goddamn.
Sorry. I try to cough away from the microphone.
Sorry. What was I saying?
You like quality time. You
Oh,
like
yeah.
to be like be with your
Quality
person.
Yeah.
time, dear.
Quality time.
Quality time.
Quality time.
Yeah.
At tea time.
Oi.
On a Tuesday. On a
Maybe-
podcast.
Maybe on a Monday.
Not a Monday. It's got to be a Tuesday. I just
Got it.
fucked up my accent. Thanks, guys.
You did.
It's
you
fine.
sounded a little.
Don't even say it.
We're
Okay,
just gonna.
anyways.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I think that I give words of affirmation the most. I'm a very encouraging, positive person, like to a fault,
that makes sense.
honestly, and like it screws me over a lot of the times. But like, I love hyping up my people, whether like I am romantically
She said
invested, or like if you're just like my friend
Technical
or whatever, like if I see you doing things and I'm excited for you, like I'm gonna be that hype person, I'm gonna be that cheerleader, and I'm gonna be that like, yes, let's go, you got this, keep going, let's move, let's hit those targets,
We
let's
need
meet
more
those
people
goals.
like you.
Honestly.
I'm here for you.
Literally,
I'm here for you always.
the first time I ever had a conversation with Beth or talked to her, she just hyped me up. Like,
Yeah.
she didn't even know who I am. I think I was just hanging with Bree and Michael, and she was just hyping me up. She's like, "You look cute. Ooh, that uniform is doing it for you," and stuff like that. And I was like,
And she does her little
I-
head shake too.
yeah, I was like, I have no idea who this person is.
This
Like, I
crazy
don't know.
person right
I'm
here,
like-
like where did she come
I'm
from,
like-
and when is she going back?
Who are you?
I think the first time I met Beth, she sang me a song.
That's another one. It
Accurate.
just ties right into like
Accurate.
giving the words. Like
Yeah.
I give my love in music.
That was nice, Beth. I really don't have much to say on
nice sometimes.
myself, but yeah, that was good. I like that.
I'm nice sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Only when it's applicable.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get flowers today, guys.
You might.
I want lilies.
I was so lost for half a second. It's like, oh, hold on, boom.
Rewind it back. Say it one more time. One more time.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Anyway, does anybody else have anything else to say about the love languages?
No.
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 Alright.
Straight up. Nah.
Love is
No.
dead to me right now.
Honestly.
Girl,
You
same.
know,
Same.
I
I
get
know it's
it.
out there,
I
and
get
I'm
it.
so happy for the people that have it right now, but I feel no love in my fucking body.
Cause men
Ain't
shit.
And my cat ran away recently.
Wait.
Aw.
Wait, is your cat a boy or a
A
girl?
boy, but he's my
Aw.
little butthole. I'm so
Okay, so this whole like
sad.
men ain't shit thing does not apply to pets.
Does not. That
Just
is
a
that is
disclaimer right here.
Yes.
Pets
No,
can
but
do
all the-
no wrong.
I want
No.
flashing disclaimer on the bottom of
Pets
this.
can do no wrong, podcast God. I don't even.
I
wanna
don't care what
about
we.
it.
Nope.
Can't.
Don't care.
Well, you know, it's a good thing you're behind the camera because you know what, men ain't shit.
They just rip
Yeah.
all the love out of your body. That's what they do.
They
Yep.
do.
Honestly.
Yep, say it again.
You know what? Okay, so there was something I watched on like it was probably TikTok because that's cool. It was something about how women are more emotional beings and then men were something else, but I can't remember what that.
Men are
Was.
like doers, and men are like physical and tangible, and
Very physical.
men are very like
Mhm.
goal driven, and like how can I do something for you? How can I like physically show that I am invested and I care and I love you? Like I need to have this like again like this tangible thing.
Mhm.
Like they act on things.
That's true.
Whereas women are emotional and they feel and they
100%.
like navigate that plane of things, and like they are the heart, whereas the men are the mind.
Very true. That's exactly what I'm. See, Beth,
I was gonna
you
say,
can just explain things better than me.
Words of affirmation,
Thank-
baby.
How's
Fucking
it? How are men the mind when they literally don't think about
They don't-
anything that they
Okay,
That
so
is also
do?
true.
like
I just-
what?
They think about things, but they're so like
I
on
just
one
say-
subject at a time.
I don't know
kinda
why
thing.
I'm
There's,
getting
like,
waved at.
they're
Michael,
really
Michael is so.
Here's the thing.
He wants to speak up so bad. Like you
Here's
can
the
just see
thing
it.
Michael
on why
needs a
men
microphone
are the
right now.
mind. I do actually think, in my 31 years of life and my experience with these various men, I do think that they think about all of the things that we are thinking about also. But have you guys heard the whole concept of the nothing box?
No.
Have you guys-
just about
Okay.
to bring that up.
So
Please
literally,
explain.
the nothing box. Women are not capable of this at all. It's a fact. Because women's minds, when we have nothing going on and we have nothing like applicable, like challenging our brains and everything, we're still spiderwebbing. We're still thinking about like, hey, did I turn off this? Did I do this? I need to make sure to get this at the store. I need to make
True.
sure and do this, this, and that. Oh, I'm really stressed out about my job. Hey, my cat's really cute. What are they doing right now? Should I squish them and love them? Whereas men, it's like an actual thing where when they have nothing going on, they can just turn it off.
How?
They
Literally.
can
How do you
turn
turn
it
that
off.
off?
And so when they are sitting there and they're spaced and they're not doing anything and you're like, what are you thinking? Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
They mean that they have literally nothing in their brain. And I will never
How the hell
ever
does that work?
be able to wrap my brain around that conversation and that concept.
I can't.
I don't even think my brain
And
turns
I mean,
off
that
when I'm
doesn't
My
go
brain
for
never
all men,
turns
that's
the
just a
fuck
big
off.
Majority of men.
Say that
Yeah.
again,
It
Kaylee.
doesn't go for all men. It just goes for a big majority.
Right,
of
there's
men.
always
Right.
an exception to the rule.
But
But
majority,
do you guys
it
have
is a
anything to share with the
fact.
class?
I was gonna come back to what you said about like how men have this mentality of just like doing things. Almost like every man that I know, like they're an active service person.
Yeah.
Not
That is
all.
the
Some.
well, a lot of
lot
times
them.
are like their way to show you that they love you is like doing things. Like
Mm-hmm.
think about like, at least I'm gonna use this example of like my dad. How does he show me love? He gets my oil changed. He fills my gas tank when he drives my car. Like he does those things that like I don't have to ask him to do, but it's service
Yeah.
and like
That's a good way to tell if men
Yeah.
don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about you. If
Yeah.
they're not doing
Yeah.
that stuff,
Yeah, that's
then
true.
they don't care.
Because let's just take a
and
moment.
I tried convincing myself that wasn't like a real thing.
If they wanted to, they would.
But
Yes.
exactly.
I'm going. I'm gonna go back to that. Actually,
Exactly.
wait. Say. How did you say that?
If they wanted to, they would.
Okay. Never mind.
That's
I
put-
retract my
that's a
statement. Because
lot
what I
of
was gonna
things
say
in
is if they could, that they would, but sometimes they
No,
can't. So never
no.
mind. That. Never mind. I
Because
fucked up
honestly,
on
I
that
feel
one.
like even if they have like the desire and the intent to do it, if they can't do it, they'll figure out a way.
yeah.
That's
if
true.
they wanted to,
Yes.
they would.
I would also
Very true.
I would also like to point out that Erienne, she literally was like, "Do you have any socks?" And I gave her socks, and she goes, "Do you want to see how much of a princess I am in my boyfriend's eyes?" And
Oh.
I was like, "What?" She's
Oh.
like, "I bet you I can get him to put these on me right now."
I watched
And
this whole
she
thing go
literally
down.
like ran out of my bedroom with the socks in her hands. He's talking to Melissa. He was just talking to her. She just hands him the socks, doesn't say a word, and just starts putting them on her feet.
He
And I was
is
like,
an
I
active service man.
Damn.
hate you. And he takes out
Okay.
every time
Michael's
he comes
doing a
over.
little golf clap there.
Honestly.
He also
Yes.
I'll make it
He
well, I
buckles
don't know
my
for you.
heels. He opens the door. He does not make me carry groceries.
Speaking
I
of
can.
opening doors, I'm just gonna say this: if y'all don't motherfucking open my door or walk me the fuck out, done. That is such a red
Done.
flag for me.
I'm dying alone.
Listen.
Like, no, okay, no, this is what I'm saying. Like, so for example, I'll give you two different examples. The first one would always open up their car door for me, walk me to my car, or make sure I made it safely to my destination. So this other guy, the way to get to his apartment was like through this dark ass alley, bro.
Oh my god.
And like nobody was around. This motherfucker just waited inside the apartment for me. Didn't like come out to meet me for the first time ever fucking meeting this guy. Didn't walk me to my car later that night at like 3 a.m. Anyway, I'm just saying.
Most of those men end up being my boyfriend.
I'm just saying that's pretty fucked up. Like,
shots
yeah,
fired.
I can take care of my goddamn self. I don't need nobody to fucking take care of me. But like, it'd be nice
Right.
Kaylee,
It
just to
shows that
watch
they
me walk
care
there.
about you.
Exactly.
I'll open your door for you.
It shows that
Thank
they
you.
have like an interest in your well-being.
Yeah, that is very, and that's exactly it.
Also, just to come back a little bit, a green flag to find in men are people, like men or women, whatever you're interested in, someone who takes care of not only you, but your family.
Yeah.
Because, like, Storm,
yeah.
my boyfriend, he will open the door for Tatum and Melissa
Yeah.
when I'm with them.
I
He will open the
teared
door
That
up
would be a
one
turn on
time.
for me. That would be a turn
It
on for me. I
is.
think.
He's one of the girls.
I teared
He
up
is.
when he opened the car door for me one time, because the only guy who'd ever done that for me was my dad.
Well, see, and that makes a difference. Like, even if you're with somebody and, like, yeah, great, you're doing it for me, but, like, if you can show that to other people, that means a lot to that other person,
Yeah.
too. And that shows me, oh, goddamn, okay, can't let you fucking go.
I don't know,
You
man.
know?
I feel like
I'm just saying.
maybe
also
this is like
takes
an
out the
unpopular
trash.
opinion, but I feel like even if I had someone that like wanted to open the door for me, let alone like my people, I'd be like, what? What are you doing? Why? Huh?
That's
like
all.
I got this. Like, I can open my door. I mean, I am a princess, but like,
a capable
But
princess.
and that's the thing. That's another thing. Like, I will never expect a damn thing from a man. Ever.
Ever.
Except for
Yeah.
some good dick. That's it. Anyway. Sorry.
debatable.
That's true. That is kind of
Mm-mm.
true.
They can barely
No,
provide
I'm agreeing
that.
with you. I'm agreeing with you. So, it's not that I want you to open my door, because I will fucking fight you tooth and nail. So if you're going to open that door for me, you better hurry up and get there before I get there. Because I don't like that shit. But I like that shit, and I won't tell you to your face.
You like the intention behind it.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why. Okay, so circling back to the episode where Melissa made us all look beautiful,
Oh, yes.
intentional flowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my
Yep.
favorite flower, because it's not necessarily the act of receiving flowers or like whatever gift or whatever. It's more so like, hey, you think I'm pretty, you think I'm cool, you like me, you want to like do something nice for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you
The
thought
thought.
about me.
Right.
you thought about me and you cared enough to
Yep.
like act on it.
And that means a lot, honestly.
It does.
I got
For
my
us emotional
ex-boyfriend
minds.
Valentine's Day flowers. That motherfucker didn't give me shit.
You gave him flowers,
I
and
gave him flowers.
honey, who hurt you?
Who hurt you?
Let us
Show me
know-
on the doll where they hurt you.
Well, let's start back when my father.
Okay, this is
I,
a
don't
whole
ha-
nother.
I got over the daddy issues.
I
I'm
feel
just
like
saying
we're
that's
just
where it
stemming into a
started.
whole new episode right now. We're gonna unfortunately have to
No.
put a pin into this one.
No,
I think.
we can keep moving on to forward.
So besides love languages, we were going to talk about something else, Beth.
Yeah. So I
So
had
I
so
think
much
we're
fun.
done on the, unless you guys have
I-
more.
We're done.
Okay.
had actually this does tie right into the whole love language thing. What are your guys' top 3 biggest non-negotiable red flags or like hard stops in a relationship?
I'm going to let someone else go first because I
I
don't
gotta
know.
think for a second. Wait,
I don't think
first
of
of all,
3.
if they smell bad,
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
bad
it doesn't matter if it's like a
Bad
superficial
hygiene.
thing or if it's like an
Bad
actual like
hygiene
substance
is
thing.
Such a like, oh.
like personal hygiene, obviously, is a number one thing that you gotta pay attention to. The other ones are hard for me. I don't know if I have a top 3 because I date red flags. So
It's all good.
Agreed.
I don't know if I'm good with that.
We all have our
conversation, but
moments.
Personal hygiene, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I don't know. What do you have anything for this one, Beth? Maybe if you throw out the ideas, maybe we
I
start
have
flowing
3.
over here.
Tatum.
So-
Wait, what'd you say, Tatum?
I said I have 3.
Oh, go ahead,
for it,
Tatum.
Well, one would be like lack of like confidence. I would say mainly like if they're too
That's a good one.
like if they're more afraid of me than I am of them. Like I don't like I want them to make the first move. Like I don't want to be the one that always has to start things. Like I don't want to be that person.
Can I add something to this before I forget? Because my mind's going to fucking forget this. And I just seen this recently. Women like men that have a mental dominance. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does everybody agree with that? I
don't
think
want
I
a
agree
man to
with
be
that.
Like I'm alpha, blah blah blah.
But-
Right,
to
but,
have
like,
that,
There's
be
a way to do
fucking
it.
man.
There's a way to do
Yeah.
it respectfully versus
Right.
like in a misogynistic
Sorry.
way.
Exactly.
You're fine.
Okay.
Gotta find that fine line.
Right. Go ahead for the next ones.
The next one was obviously hygiene too, but if they're like blocked off also, like if they're like will not speak to me or talk to me or
Stonewalling.
like that,
Yes.
it irks me so bad because if I'm talking to you enough and I know you well enough, I am an open fucking book. I will ramble on for hours, tell you everything, every fucking secret, anything that you want to know. But if you're blocked off and you're not giving me like attention, if you're not looking me in the eyes as I'm speaking to you, I can't. It pisses me off to a point where I will just get up and walk away. I'm like,
As you should.
no, show me
Yeah.
that you're comprehending what I'm saying. Like, okay, I get if you don't have like if you weren't raised like to look people in the eyes and speak when spoken to and stuff like that. If you tell me that, yeah, I understand. But if you don't tell me that and you're just always like that, or you're just blocked off and everything, it's annoying. But like if you tell me, I'll understand.
Well, that's
Yeah.
just the thing. It's like explaining things to people. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm a very understanding person when it comes to dirty, gritty shit in a person's baggage. I am.
It's like nobody is perfect.
Nobody is
It's
perfect, and
about
I'm not
being
expecting
honest and
anybody to
communicating
beat you.
that basically with someone, and that's what a lot of
Right,
people,
communication
not
is
just men, but a
key.
lot of people in general nowadays are lacking the honesty and just
Yes.
being like accepting like what you've done and who you are as a person, and just like either making yourself better or just absorbing who the fuck you are and moving on with life. Like at least be honest about it.
Well, and that's the other thing I was going to say is like the past is the past and I can move on from that. As long as I know that you're making the effort to be accepting of your failures and whatever the hell it was and just moving on and trying to be better little by little. I mean,
Exactly.
little effort goes a long way, and that's all I'm going to say. Really.
Like,
Yeah.
because I believe that everyone has to, like, you continue growing through your entire life. Like,
Oh, 100%. You're never the same person
exactly.
twice.
Like, I'm not going to be the same person a year from now that I am sitting right here.
God, I hope not.
Like, I hope not either. God. Holy crap. But, there's still a big majority of people that are like so set in like the ways that they are, and like they don't need to progress anymore, or they think that they're fine the way they are, and then, like they don't need to learn anymore in their life. Like they're just like, I'm set where I am.
And that's a hard stop for me right there, is
That-
not being able to adapt and change and grow 100%.
Yeah.
Like I have problems with change. Change scares the shit out of me. But like you can't avoid that in life. You
No.
can't. I don't want to be in the same place that I am forever.
Mm-mm.
I'm being
Absolutely not.
But I mean, it's scary as fuck. But there are people that are like,
Well, change is never easy, but as long as you have somebody to like go through these changes with and grow, I mean, if you're in a relationship, if you're not, that's fine.
well,
But
just in general, you
just
need
in general,
people-
you need your friends, you need groups of people
There-
around you that are able to adapt with you in this new change.
There are people that are like, I don't know. I saw this like stigma or something on. I think it was on TikTok, obviously, that it's like there's this thing where it's like in order to heal, you need to do it by yourself. And I
No.
believe
Seen
that for
that.
some people, maybe in certain circumstances, but I feel like for a lot of people, like you need like, I don't know, like not going into this like deep into the situation I'm in right now, but like what I'm going through in my life right now, if I didn't have like my mom with me right now, I could not imagine what I'd be doing right now. Like
Right.
if I was just by myself dealing with what I'm dealing with right now, I couldn't imagine how bad off I'd be.
Well,
Like
you need a support group.
exactly, like,
Regardless of what it
Yeah.
is, there's
I don't need
having
a person
support.
in my life, but or
Absolutely
like a
not.
significant other, but like a friend. Like in order to
Mhm.
like, I don't
So-
know how people can like just.
If I didn't
not.
have this dysfunctional group of people in my life, then
I was about to
I
say
would have
that too.
never gotten through as much of my divorce
Yeah.
as I've gotten through so far.
You know,
Honestly, I think that you're right, and there are definitely circumstances where people need that solitude and they need that alone time to just dive deep with themselves and reflect and to grow and challenge themselves in that way. But I think that especially, and this is gonna rabbit hole a little bit, but I'm gonna rein it in. I think that in today's society, we are so disconnected because we have the world at our fingertips with our cell phones and the internet and social media and everything. We are so disconnected, even though we could be sitting right next to each other, and it's disgusting. And I know that I am guilty of it so often, and that's why it's one of my goals to like continually have intentional time where I'm disconnected and I'm not always available. But I think that, sorry, I'm trying to like circle back right now. I think that because of that disconnect, so many people have these wounds, whether they be little, big, anywhere in between, that hurt and they're hard and everything, and they can't heal them until they trust other people to bring them in and to say, hey, like, I'm struggling, I need help with this, just be next to me, just exist with me, and I will grow through this, and I will heal because you are pouring love into me and you are pouring yourself into me, whether you know that you're helping me heal or not. Just even that human connection is so huge.
But it's dwindling by the years. I've noticed for sure.
Side note, this is also why I can't stand dating apps.
Absolutely
I have
not.
never been
Can't.
on a dating app, and I still to this day will probably refuse, especially because most of them turn into just random nasty hookups, and I'm just like, I'm all about the hookup, like, you know, be honest, you know, you don't want to be in a relationship, you just want to do whatever, that's fine, you know, just tell people whatever, be honest about it. But I'm the type of person where I'm like, I'm looking for that person, like I don't like sleeping around, like
No.
I have never had like that solitary like relationship in my life, even with my parents, so it's like my goal in life is to have a solitary relationship, and it's fine, like I don't want to just settle, which I have tried to do in the past, but my goal is to find like that one person, and I feel like you're not gonna find that in a dating app, like
Absolutely
it happens for some people, I like, but more cases than not, it's just doesn't work out.
Hey, Erienne, you want to tell us about your 1 in a million chance here?
Yeah, I found my man on Tinder.
I was gonna say, I believe it happens for some people.
I'm not gonna
Like I've
disagree
said
with
before,
this.
there's always an exception to the rule.
Yes.
And also,
I just don't think I'm
like,
that exception. I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Well, you're not alone,
I'll die alone before I get a
Ariane,
dating
because
app.
I met my ex on this dating site called Badoo. I don't know if anybody ever have ever.
I've heard of
I've
it.
literally only heard about it because of you.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well, I met my
insane.
ex on that, and we were
Hmm.
together for 4 years. So I mean, it can happen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
But-
lie. I don't want to.
But that's not how I wanna
But
meet
that
someone.
sounds like a ghetto ass Bumble.
Oh yeah, it is.
Honestly,
I don't
it just
wanna
be
it
rude,
reminds
sure.
me
Sounds like a
of
ghetto ass
No,
Bumble.
it
Or
was
like
Said
white,
ghetto
like
ass
white
Bumble.
ghetto though, not like
Ghetto.
ghetto.
No, it was
but,
bad.
like,
It was bad.
I would like to point
White
out
ghetto.
white.
I am
Yeah,
on.
sorry, like hillbilly.
I'm
like,
failing.
side,
I'm
more or
failing as a
less.
Disney kid, but like the Disney movie with Mowgli.
Jungle
Jungle
Book.
Book?
Thank you. It's reminding me of the
Yeah.
Jungle Book.
Yeah, it was bad.
I would,
Tatum, what were you gonna say?
I would like to point out that I'm on Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble right now.
That's where you can find her.
Question, but you know what? At the same time, with
You're
being,
right though.
on being on all 3 apps, do you not find the same exact people?
I did last night
She
with
did.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
Well,
he had all these tattoos, just showing off tattoos, his abs on Tinder. Found him on fucking Hinge. Finally saw his face and was like, "Ooh."
Okay,
No.
so here's my
That's
question.
why you were showing just the tattoos
Here's
before,
my
wasn't
question.
it? Yeah.
Specifically for the younger side of this audience here,
Just me.
do you find? Well, no, because I mean, Erienne, you were on Tinder at one point, obviously.
I'm the
Yeah. Last year.
I don't know if it's necessarily a question or just like a
Statement.
frustration statement or whatever. Like,
Mm.
why at such an early stage in your life do you feel like you need to resort to going on these dating apps and everything if you're looking for something with substance? Whatever happened to just like the whole idea of like going out and meeting someone by chance and like having that magic moment?
You
like,
know
oh,
what
I met you at a
happened?
bar.
I
and
You know
you
what
bought me a
happened?
drink
No
and
one goes.
Can
out.
I say something?
I just no,
COVID happened.
get it.
well, I have
That
something after
and
this.
the younger
Fair.
generations
It's the
are
younger.
what keeping these dating apps alive.
Yeah, it's the
This is
younger
all we've been
generation.
taught our entire
Yeah.
life. Like
It honestly breaks
it
my
missed
heart.
me a little bit, but
I
like
will
even
say-
in my life,
I started on dating apps to try to get more comfortable with myself in dating. So I wasn't using it as like looking for a partner. I was using it to boost my confidence.
do what
Yes.
you
and,
gotta do
you know,
to
gain
progress.
that inner
Okay.
because you know, living in literally a anthill of a town, so small that like you know everybody.
run into the
So
same
Yeah.
I ventured out
fuckers
on these
over and over
apps to
again.
see like how do other people talk, because the men that are in my town absolutely not.
And this is why I say never settle for less, because you have not traveled around the world
Yes.
yet, and you don't even know if you've met your soulmate yet or anything like that, or the person you're supposed to be with yet. There's so many people out there.
I didn't realize how like much
lies.
like an ignorant person I was until I started going to like music festivals. Like it's a weird thing to say, but holy, there's so much going on in this world that like
There is.
living. I've lived in like a town that I've lived in basically my whole life. I've traveled a little bit here and there, but like I just started going to music festivals this year. Holy fuck, the amount like there's so,
It's a crazy
the
world
amount
out
of
there.
people. Yeah, I was like,
It's a crazy
so many different
world.
mindsets, so many different people on different wavelengths. Like, and that I mean, like that's I mean, go to a big city and like put
Mm-mm,
yourself
I'm
into
good.
that. You know,
Did you guys know that people actually think that the Earth is flat?
Oh God.
let's not talk
Yeah.
about.
We're
the
not
kind
going
of
down
shit
that line
I
of
have
thought, but like that is
fucking
one that
heard.
continually is just
I go
like,
in the
are you
woods
for
with
real?
hippies for a week doing whatever. You know, there's a lot of concepts that get thrown
It's
around
wild.
about people. So
Fuck you, Thaddeus.
Honestly.
Fuck you, fatty.
Oh my
Sorry,
the
I
God.
birds
had to
aren't
be-
real thing though.
Sorry,
We're
that
not-
was that was
okay.
also Thaddeus.
I'm just
His-
gonna
Fucks
say
me
this
up.
is not a conspiracy episode, but like
I mean,
if you
some
dive
of
down,
them might be
if you
real,
dive down the rabbit
but
hole, it is.
We're gonna have to get that on the
Very.
podcast for that one.
My mom gets hooked on those, you know, like when they do the chemtrails or whatever with the airplanes. My mom
Yeah.
is so hooked on those. She's like, the weather's changing. They're changing the weather, Kaylee. And then the next day, like this, like it was literally, because like all summer, it hasn't really rained that much this summer, right? So we had a nice summer, and it's funny. My mom and I planned a trip to go to the UP. It was beautiful. The day that we were like leaving, or the day before we were leaving to go to the UP, it was beautiful outside. We were driving around, and you just see all these planes. And my mom's losing her shit. She's like, we're supposed to have good weather all week. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. The next day we're going to the UP. Just storming. She's like, they changed the weather.
The universe.
She's
the
like,
universe
I've been
saw
watching
that you guys
this
were traveling,
all
and it
week,
said,
and it hasn't
"Hold my
changed
beer."
until they put those fucking chemtrails out. And I'm like, Mom, please sit the fuck down. Like,
Just pipe down.
what are you smoking?
Honey,
I want to know.
honey.
I love you to death, but those
Oh
she
my
fucks me
God.
up with that conspiracy theory. I love
Oh
it.
my god.
That's funny as shit. Thaddeus, I know you're watching, or you're probably not watching because you're an asshole. So I'm just wondering what you'd have to say about that. You know?
You know, we could make this.
Fuck
We
you,
could
Thad.
make this like a little like post segment.
Yeah. TikTok.
I'd
Fuck
actually
off,
like to have a
Thaddeus.
conversation with this man about the
Also-
conspiracy theories because my mom is crazy about
I would
them.
like-
So I could just like sit here and spit some shit at him.
I'd like to
watch
just
him
take a minute to
go.
like have a shameless plug really quick here. If you guys haven't followed our socials yet, I highly suggest following our socials. Bree has been doing some work.
Dude.
Work.
I'm
Work.
telling you, these fucking okay. I'm gonna give podcast God
I wanna
so
make it on
many
the TikTok.
fucking props
I'm not-
because editing this shit, fucking done. Like I don't even sleep at night because I'm like, oh my god, do I have any more likes on this thing? Oh, it's fucking stupid. But I give you props because
You
no,
guys need
no.
to let me know when you go to the bar more.
Yeah.
Girl,
I miss so fucking
Dude,
much.
literally,
Dude.
I get
I
10
know that I
minutes
did it
notice.
to myself for the last year, and that's my fault. But you guys
you
need
need
let
to
me
come
know.
out.
When we went to the for Michael's birthday, that was my first time ever going. I literally had to text Tristan. I'm like, Tristan, how do I get up
Oh
there?
yeah, I remember that.
He had to come find me. I
remember
thought
that.
when I walked up the stairs at first, this is how fucking ignorant I am. When I walked up the stairs, I was like, oh my god, it's a security guard. Like they're gonna check. I had my wallet out like with my ID like ready, and then it was Tristan.
As if it wasn't security
was
guards that probably
He's
know
like-
exactly
He's
who
like,
you
where
are.
have you
Right.
been,
also.
bitch?
Right.
I'm like, oh my god, I thought you were security.
License and registration, please, ma'am.
I'm sorry. It's not security. It's safety now.
Oh my god.
So you know you should never be scared anymore.
I don't even know who the fuck.
Let's
other
not get
than-
into that
other
because I
than
could say
what's
some
his
shit
name,
and
who's
I'm gonna
been
rip
there
somebody's
for
new ass.
since the dawn of
Yeah.
time. I have no idea. I think one caught me one time.
Oh.
In the bushes. She just smiled and kept walking, and I'm like,
Smile and wave, boys.
Yeah, don't worry.
who
It-
are they?
I'm-
Where are they?
No.
If it's the one that I'm thinking about, she ain't shit.
I think that this is about to go down a slippery
We had this
slope, and
conversation last time.
I'm just
and
gonna
you're right, 'cause
interject
I had to
really
question
quick, you
if it was
guys.
her or not.
Yeah.
I think that this sounds like a really great conversation when we're not recording.
Reel
But
us in.
I could care less about talking about work right now.
Sorry.
Just
Okay,
straight
go
up.
on to the next topic.
Straight up.
Next topic.
Okay, this one's fun. I like this one. I've been on like a TikTok like tangent lately with this one because I think it's so entertaining, and I'm like, yes. What are some of the most non-sexual attractive things a man does?
Okay, I have
Be
one that's
taller
just
than me.
off the top of my head. Is like when guys put their arm over the passenger seat and look back when they're backing up. I don't know. That's attractive.
Okay.
One of them for me, and
God,
God,
is anything
I-
attractive about men these days?
yes,
Just kidding.
yes.
Sadly.
Okay, so when you're walking in a crowd and everything, and they just like put their hand on your lower back to like help guide you.
Yes, I love that too.
If someone did that to me right now, I'd cream my jeans. That's how much we're struggling over here.
Fucking dead.
Sorry for that.
I feel like
Not the jeans.
I was not ready.
I don't wear jeans, but it'd probably be my yoga.
It's
It'd probably be my leggings, which would be worse.
Oh no.
Seeping through the leggings,
no.
everyone. Seeping through the leggings.
Okay, on that.
That was supposed to be non-sexual. Okay.
It wouldn't be sexual. I mean, it'd just be like, I'd be so filled with love and appreciation.
Yeah, you
that-
filled those yoga pants with love, didn't you? Good God. I'm
Yeah.
Oh my god, this just like started off so innocent and then went
I didn't mean to do that.
hard left.
My bad.
Oh my god.
Man,
she
being
went
nice
hard.
to me in general right now is a lot. Like, just having genuine
Like if
niceness
you just
that I didn't
hang
ask
on,
for.
hang on, let me try something. Just hey baby.
Tell me
She
my
felt
eyes look pretty today.
Hey baby.
Hey, Boo Thang.
You know, bring tears to my eyes.
Talking about
Hey.
eyes,
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. Stop.
She's like, they're having a moment.
They're having
They're having a moment.
Mr.
Pull
Studio
her hair
Girl
back
over
in a
here.
ponytail and like draw a beard on her.
Okay, but
Oh,
actually the
speaking of
TikTok filter that does that, I look awful. I am not attracted to myself as a man if
I
it's according
look-
to that TikTok
Oh,
filter.
I know what you're talking about.
That shit is not accurate. There's
Okay,
I would
can I
not
say
make a
something
sexy
since we're
pirate.
off fucking topic? Can I at least say one thing really quick? Sorry.
Is that what that's like?
Yeah.
Oh.
You better keep that in. You better keep that in.
Please and please zoom it to her face.
Okay, one non-sexual thing that a guy could do to me is move my hair out of my face.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter what.
Yeah.
touch me.
Oh,
Sorry.
really?
Or like,
Oh.
Keep
Or
your
like
hands
when
away
they
from
embarrasses
my
me.
goddamn face.
Why?
I know this is like leading into like a kiss. Okay, so like when you're looking at them and they like grab your chin.
Yes, I was about to
Yes,
say
that's cute
that.
too.
When they
No.
grab you and stare you
Oh
in
my
your eyes.
They grab your
oh,
face. Yes.
My
I
heart.
love it.
My
love
heart.
that too.
No.
Holding hands in the car when you're driving.
Yes.
I love that.
Or
too.
just when they do like
Oh my god.
Oh,
the-
yeah,
the
the
thigh,
arm, yeah, the leg.
over the
thigh.
console.
Have you ever had a man who drove like stick shift and
Yes,
like
your
had
hand
you put
with
your
it.
hand first
No.
and then he
My
would
college
do it?
boyfriend.
Oh, I never had that experience. I drove
It's a fun
drove
It's
stick
fun.
myself.
All my boyfriends have been pussies. They don't know cars.
Same.
It's sad that like
drive
nowadays
Honda
with most men,
Civics.
I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to drive stick shift, and they're
Okay,
like, what?
Let
I'm
me
like,
say this. Speaking on the stick shift shit, then it'd be sexy for a man to know how to drive a stick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I
Mm.
just remembered number one attraction to me nowadays, especially, is if a man knows his way around like basic like house, like I don't know, heat, like construction, or like knowing his way around a car.
I
Oh
don't
my
even wanna
god,
see
my
Michael's
next
face
boyfriend's
right
gonna
now.
be a
Like a jack
construction
of all
worker.
trades.
Oh,
because
he's
I
gonna be
see
able to know how to use
Story
that
time?
jackhammer.
Story
Yeah.
time.
Tear them walls the fuck down.
They're the most
girl.
vile people usually, because like they're the catcalling motherfuckers or whatever. But like people that like construction work or like know how to work on cars, like you find a good looking man that can do that.
Okay,
Like a jack of
so
all
I'm
trades.
melting.
can work
Jack
on
of all
cars.
trades.
really
Yeah.
quick story time. This winter, I got my car so
I remember this.
so stuck, like to the point where I'm like, like this is fine. I'm gonna call a tow truck. There's nothing I can do. I am lost. I am in danger. And I texted this man and I'm like, dude, I messed up. I'm stuck. I'm just going to call it a night, call a tow truck in the morning. And he's like, I'm on my way over. And I'll be damned. This man got my car unstuck from like the most impossible situation in like the worst conditions on this like dirt road going uphill. Like I drive a Chevy Equinox and that
Yep.
thing was like one tire was off the ground. Like it took at least an hour to dig this thing out and like encourage it out of the ditch,
Come on,
to
she
put it
said
lightly.
Nice words
And
to
I
the
just like at the end of it all, I
before
like
escapes.
the car like got out of the ditch and I'm like,
You
I
drive
literally like am obsessed with you right now. Like I just remember
when we
like
get to your house,
I literally like remember just like
manhandling you.
I looked at him and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm so excited right now that this actually worked. I just like ran up to him and I like gave him like this giant bear hug, like, oh my god, thank you so much. Like, because it was also
And
just
for
like
not
another.
being a hugger
It was
either.
just I am not a hugger, you guys. Like
I
I
get that vibe.
get so uncomfortable when people hug me. Don't
Me
touch me.
too.
Like if I give
hug everyone.
if I
Radiate that.
give
If
you
someone doesn't get the hint from like just looking at you, they're
I
fucking
swear to
dumb.
God.
Because you literally radiate that energy. I want you to know that, and not in
Listen.
a bad way at all. But
it's the boss energy.
yeah, exactly.
And that's fine. Thank you. Actually, that's a huge compliment.
It's not a
Thank
bad
you.
thing in any way at all. But,
But,
you
like-
do radiate that, and someone doesn't see that.
If I give
Dumb.
you those like physical touch moments, like
That means a
I
lot.
really like you
Yeah.
a lot.
Same.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Like
exactly.
even for me, just to like that right there, I really like you. I'm not even
She's
kidding.
lying.
Like I don't. Wow.
I feel like there's just gonna be like parts in this podcast where you're gonna hear Michael in the background just hyena mode
He
all the
literally
way.
kept slapping stuff, and it's like you just hear it out of the faintest, and it's like
Oh my god.
I know that he was in
Michael.
tears
See,
earlier, but
oh
I was
my
too busy trying to
God.
focus on
he
whoever
left the
was
room.
He needs to be a part of this podcast, whether it be by a noise
You know
or
what?
not.
Here's the thing.
This poor little guy. What?
This is another reason why men ain't shit. They can't even let the women just have their moment.
Oh, that was a burn.
Like,
called out.
honestly,
He almost
here's-
spit
okay,
his crackers
I'm
into
gonna say
the
I'm
laptop.
gonna say one thing, and then I'm gonna like call like a break because I gotta go potty.
Fair.
If men could just sit down and let us do our thing and like show them that we got it sometimes. We're going to ask you if we need help. We are going to be humble enough to say like, hey, like this is outside of what I am capable of. Hence like my car getting stuck. Like I'm done. I'm good. Like if you would just like sit down and let us show you that we are capable. We are not damsels in distress. We are not here to be saved. We are here
Preach.
to show you. Hold on. We are here to show you just what we are capable of. And the fact that we choose to let you in on that, you should be honored.
Men just need to give us a
Facts.
goddamn minute. That's all. Give me
Can
a
I-
goddamn
Can
minute.
I just say, Bree does not need a man for anything.
Did you hear that?
You need a Brie
No
in your
fucking
life.
I
thing.
literally, if you don't have a Brie in your life, I feel bad for you.
You don't need a man to do shit for you. As long as you think you can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
The minute
Thank
that you
God
think
my
that you
best
need a
friend's a
man in your
lesbian.
life is
Thank
the minute
God.
that you messed up. Because if you are saying that you need a man in your life,
That
that
over here.
is
Exactly.
when. Listen, I have learned a lot in
Damn,
this
she
last
has.
year. Oh, honey, the person that I was a year or two ago is not the person I am today. The
So I was
minute
just
that
saying,
you tell me that I need a man in my life, I will tell you to sit down and hold my beer. I will figure this out. If I am choosing to have you in my life, that is something else
That's the
because I am
difference.
choosing to be soft and vulnerable and show you that feminine side of me.
Mm.
And I love doing that for
And
somebody.
most of them don't fucking
But-
deserve that.
Nope.
Most of them these days, because of reasons we have discussed already, don't even understand why that is so huge.
Exactly.
Nope, they don't get it. Well, now you know. America.
If you
The
don't
more you
know,
know.
now you know. I can't say that word.
I was waiting for
somebody to
say it too. I'm like,
No.
yeah, don't say that.
We're going to take a break really quick. Kaylee may or may not be with us.
She might need flowers. What are your favorite flowers?
Lilacs.
Oh,
Cool.
there we go.
I'm going to go
Aw.
plant a lilac bush.
But
We'll be
Over
back
my
after this
fucking
short
grave.
break, y'all.
Bye.
But now you just get to listen.
Everyone,
Now you just get to listen to the sweet, sweet sound of mommy's voice.
okay, anyway.
Night, night, little podcast. No ifs, ands, or buts. We're gonna end the episode. So, see ya next time.
Cut the camera.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.